What's up, everybody? First off, thank you guys so much. I am super excited. I put on my good outfit tonight, y'all. Okay. I got on the good outfit, the good makeup, everything. And first off, I just want to say thank you, ladies, for putting on this conference. I've had the opportunity to speak at several conferences virtually and in person. And I will tell you, there is nothing like the energy of a success conference. Do you hear me? There's nothing like the energy of a success conference. I mean, you can't even tell we are virtual. I feel like I'm here in person with you guys. So I'm super excited to be here tonight. But before we even start, I see some people in the comments. Yes, listen, I see my people in here. But before we even start, for anybody who follows me, you know I love to have fun on social media as well. Even when I'm at a conference, I love to have fun. So we're gonna do something a little fun. We're gonna kick it off and we're gonna have a little session real quick before we actually do this thing. So I'm gonna share my screen with you guys just for a second. And don't mind my busy desktop here. So I want to know, do you guys know any of these songs? Y'all got to let me know if you know any of these songs, and make sure if you do, drop it in the chat if you do know. Okay. Let me hold on one second. Let me go back. Anybody know that one? Okay. What about this one? All right. What about this next one? This next one, I want to see if anybody knows this one. Well, hold on. What about this next one I'm about to play? Oh, okay. I see the chat is blowing up. I see the chat is blowing up. Listen, the reason why I wanted to do that, I wanted to open it up. First off, I just wanted to wake y'all up. Okay. I know my sister coach, Coach Fee, lit y'all on fire, but I wanted to wake y'all up just in case anybody decided to take a nap or go take a shower. But I wanted to wake y'all up with just a little fun session. But I also want you guys to know, like, can you believe these songs are some of the top trending songs on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for the year 2022? What that means is that people made money off of creating content using these songs. I'm talking about these are songs that we used to vibe to. My mom, me, we grew up on, right? These songs were used to make content that converted into money. So I am here tonight to tell you guys why it's so important to stop being the shy girl in the back. And someone asked me, they was like, hold on, I'm not a girl, I'm a woman. I said, well, girls hide in the back. Women step up front and they show themselves. So when we leave here tonight, we're going to be women walking in our purpose. That's period. Okay. So I am super excited to be here. I just want to say thank you to Kern for introducing me. I am Coach Rocky. You might find me out there on social media as Jeanille Rockett. That's my government name. I'm just say that, right? I am a certified life and business coach, but my area of focus is content and social media marketing. Back in 2014, when I got divorced from my husband, I was broke as hell. I'll just say that. I don't know if I could say hell here, but I'm gonna just say it. I was broke. And what I decided to do was get a $13 certification that said I can be a copywriter. I went online and I started posting up jobs saying that I was a certified copywriter. That was my first introduction into the digital space, y'all. Okay. Since then, I've definitely gotten way more actual certification. So I am a certified copywriter, certified funnel strategist. Just like what Kern was saying, I have several businesses, but that was my first introduction into the digital space. I love the digital space because it allows me to use things like my computer, my phone, and to be at home and just make money. I don't know about y'all. I love going out in person, but who likes to just make money from the bed? Anybody likes to make money from the bed? If you do, put a 1 in the chat or just say yes. I see a me. I'm just saying, I just want to know, right? So I have been officially coaching for over 5 years. And I like to say officially because we all start coaching for free before somebody actually pays us. I have an MBA in marketing. I graduated from the University of Texas of Arlington. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana. Let me just say this right quick. I know I don't have an accent. I don't need nobody judging me for not having an accent, okay? I never really had an accent, but if you make me upset, you will see my accent come out. I'll just say that. Nobody gonna make me upset tonight, okay? I do have a daughter. She's 11. She'll be turning 12 next week. I really want to say maybe she's about 30. If anybody has teenager advice, please slide in my DMs on Facebook or Instagram. You can look up Coach Rocky and please give me some advice. I will say I've been in Texas since Hurricane Katrina, and I made a decision at a very early age that I wanted to stay here and just really advance my life and really just find a better opportunity, one that wasn't really available to me in my city at the time. Okay. My first business failed. I don't know about you guys, but the first business I launched actually failed. It failed really badly. And I didn't know how I was going to overcome that. And a lot of us go through failures in our life and we see the failure and we don't see the other side of success. Well, I want you guys to know that failure is a guarantee, but so is success. Okay. I need everyone to understand that failure is a guarantee, but so is success. So I didn't give up. I went to start other businesses, very successful businesses. Last year, all of my businesses was able to grow 6 figures. One of my businesses went to 6 figures in 5 months. So I have to tell you, I have a lot of accomplishments, but I want to leave most of that to the side. And I want to teach tonight. If it's okay for me to teach tonight, I would love for you guys to put in the comments, yes. Tell me if it's okay to teach. That's one of the things, if any of my people are here, they know on Instagram, whether I go live, we always having a teaching session. Okay. So I see a bunch of yeses. You guys are giving me permission to teach you. So here's what you're also telling me. I know Coach Fee said earlier, don't lock the kids out. I want you to lock the kids out. Okay. I want you to turn your phone off. I want you to close out your browsers because tonight is all about you. It is your commitment to learning how you can get some digital money. I'm going to give you guys so many different ways to make money on social media. It's not even going to be funny. Like you're going to be like, what? So yes, lock the kids out, lock your husband, your wife, whoever, lock them out. And let them know that right now is your time that you are investing in you. All right. So you guys gave me permission to teach. I'm going to step into it. The 3 things that you are going to walk away from tonight. Number 1, I am going to talk to you I'm going to teach you how you can actually connect your life purpose with your business purpose. I should say your God-given purpose to your business purpose. Because a lot of times when we're out of alignment with the two, we can't do anything in the business. It feels like we're walking blindly. So I'm going to teach you how to connect your God-given purpose to your business purpose. The second thing I'm going to teach you is 3 ways that you can make money on social media. And then the last thing I'm going to teach you guys is the tools that I use to be successful and the tools that my clients use to be successful with their social media life. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so number 1, how to connect your God-given purpose to your business purpose. Here's the thing, y'all. You won't always know what your purpose is starting out, and that's okay. See, my God, the God that I serve, well, first off, I'm being real formal. My homeboy, I call him my homeboy. The homeboy that I follow, the God that I worship, I know that he is a God of purpose. I didn't know my purpose when I first started out. A lot of us start businesses. We don't really know what it is that we want to do. We're just like, you know what? I have an idea. I have a feeling. It feels good. I think this might be my passion. I'm going to try it out. Right. But we don't understand that our purpose is not always going to be known to us when we first start out. But I'm here to tell you, just like we talked about earlier, it is the thing that lights you up on the inside. It is the thing that makes your soul light on fire. After watching Kern and Dorothy talk about what they do and why they're passionate about it, I say, you know what? They walking in their purpose because they lit up. Their whole face was glowing. When I saw Coach Fee earlier, she's walking in her purpose because she was lit up. Everything about her was just on fire. You say you don't know what your purpose is. Well, what is the thing that lights you up, that makes you excited? I want everybody to drop in the chat right now. What is the thing that you can think of where you're like, man, that is the thing that lights me up? It could be career coaching. It can be event planning. It can be helping people find their purpose. I want you to tell us tonight, what is the thing that lights you up? What lights your soul on fire? Because that is the purpose that God has defined for you even before you were born, before your mama was born. God had already decided your purpose. See, my purpose is helping people show up as themselves so they can be a content conqueror, so they can conquer anything in their life, conquer their fears. Somebody put in the comments, helping people heal their souls. Oh, Lord, that's deep right there. That is real deep. There's 3 ways that you can connect to your purpose. All right. It's the what. What products or services are you going to actually be offering to your customers? So knowing that this is the thing that lights my soul on fire, when you're at the point where you're putting together a service you're going to offer, when you're putting together a product that you're going to offer, it has to answer that. It has to connect to it. Like I can tell that helping people with events and helping people publish their books is Dorothy and Kern's purpose. That's the what. That's the service that they're offering. Now, of course, they're offering way more than that because as women, we always over deliver. Do you hear me? We always over deliver. But you want to define what are the products or services that I'm going to offer to my customers. Then you have to figure out the how. This is how you differentiate yourself from the competition, or I like to say the ops. Okay, I say we look at the ops, right? The opposition. Now, here's the thing. You study the competition to understand them, but don't study the competition to become your own competition. Let me say that one more time. We study the competition to understand them, but don't study them so long that you become your own competition. See, when we watch other people do things that we aspire to do, sometimes we forget what our purpose is. I like to call them, the copycatters, the ones that copy, but the pace ain't the same. You don't want to be that person. You want to find out what their opportunities are, what strengths they have, what they're doing right, what their customers love about them, but you don't want to become them. And then your why. This is the reason you are passionate. This is the reason why you exist. It is, some of us love doing what we do so much that we would do it for free. Now, I ain't saying y'all go out there and do it for free. Okay. We doing this thing for too long. I want everybody to get their money. Okay. But you would do it for free. If God said this is your last thing that you had to do and you can't get paid for it, guess what? You will still wake up and your soul would be on fire. That's how you know that's your reason why. That's the reason you exist. The next part of that is, who are you going to help with your God-given purpose? This is what we call your niche, your target audience. See, there's a difference. Your target audience is the group of people. Your niche is the actual problem that you're resolving for them. Your target audience is the group of people, and your niche is the actual problem that you are resolving for them. I have a secret for everybody that I'm going to share. You are your ideal client before you are the ideal client before you found your transformation. Let me say that again. You are your ideal client before you found your transformation. See, the reason why a lot of us struggle with our ideal client, well, hold on, let me throw a little shade for a second. If you have never done a thing, it is hard for you to do the thing. I've never planned an event, so I'm not going to be talking about I'm an event strategist. I've never fixed a car, so I'm not going to be trying to teach people how to fix a car. But one thing I know how to do is make money on social media. I know how to brand. I know how to put content together. You talk about video skills. I'm a videographer, whatever you need. My iPhone is my safe house. but I cannot teach you how to do something that I've never done. See, I've gone through transformations. I've gone through micro transformations to the point where I've reached a full transformation. So you are your ideal client before you found your transformation. We get stuck on that piece because we're looking to do things that don't fit within our purpose. So I have to ask you, who were you before you transformed? What type of pain did you go through? What were your pain points? What were your struggles? What were your challenges? Then what solutions did you try before you found the solution that worked for you? This could be, if you were trying to lose weight, did you try, what's some of the popular ones out there? You got Atkins, you got Weight Watchers. Did you try them and it didn't work? Keto, did you try that and it didn't work for you? Then what did work for you? What solution got you your aha moment? See, the aha moment is when you are in transformation. And that's what you want to instill in your programs and your services and the products that you offer. You want your clients to reach their aha moment. It's that thing. You know what? I tried keto and it just didn't work for me. But guess what? I modified it a little bit. I did it my way. And guess what? I lost 36 pounds. That's it. Your ideal client, they have wants and they have needs. The top things they want and need, they want more time, they want more money. So if you can find a way to give them some more time and some more money, you're going to always be in a profitable space, and you're going to always feel like you're walking in your God-given purpose. Now, you have to also outline how you're going to help them with your purpose. This is going to be your unique selling proposition, your unique selling point. This is your promise, your solution. This is the framework, the blueprint, step by step. This is how you're going to get them from A to B. I got to take it back one more second. It's your step by step. It's your framework. It's what you went through. It's what you found. And then, of course, you throw some special sauce on it. See, the problem I find with a lot of my clients, they get caught up in, I need to acronym it. I need to give it some really cool name. And I'm like, why are you doing all that? Right now, you might not need to give it a cool name. Right now, it might just be take your clothes off, put your clothes on, and then put your shoes on. It might just be that. We get so stuck in all of the semantics of things that we forget that the transformation is the most important piece that we can offer people. So don't worry about if you don't have a cool acronym like Coach Fee. What she said earlier, SEED. I have so many acronyms. Listen, hers is SEEDS. I love that. But for me, knowing that I can help you get to so many different places, my main thing is for you to be a conqueror of your life. So that's what we focus on. So don't get caught up in naming it. Write down the step by step and don't make it too complicated. See, you have to understand that your ideal client is looking for the transformation. They're not looking for all the transformations. We try to pour so much into a program, into a product, into a service. And this is the people who are like, you know what? I'm going to throw this in and I'm going to throw that in and I'm going to throw this in. No, they need the transformation. They don't need to experience everything, because here's what happens when they enter into your programs. They become overwhelmed. They don't know what to do next. They're like, I got so much stuff going on. Now it's okay to give them longer periods of time. Just like Dorothy said, 9 months. You can give them longer periods of time to go through micro transformations so that way they get to the full transformation. But if you're in a 30-day program, a 90-day program, or even sometimes a 6-month program, that might be too many transformations. So focus on the one thing that you're going to help people with. Connecting to your purpose will allow you to shine bright like the diamond you are and stop hiding in the back like a little girl. Yes, I had to say little girl. Now, what causes purpose misalignment? I can't tell y'all, how you can connect your God-given purpose to your business purpose without telling you what causes misalignment. One is lack. Lack. Using your lack as an excuse. Using the lack of, you can't find the courage to do the thing that you need to do. You're afraid and you let fear hold you back. You have a low tolerance for everything. Oh my goodness, I tried to click on this picture and it didn't do the thing, so I can't do it. Oh, I tried to get on the Zoom call tonight to hear Coach Rocky, but it just wasn't working, so it wasn't meant to be. Oh, I wanted to sign up, but my internet was running slow. See, when you do that, you miss opportunities to connect with your God-given purpose. You miss opportunities to connect with others who can help you identify what your purpose is. You talk yourself out of things. You prefer the sideline approach. Hold on. Am I talking to anybody? If I am, if you feel brave enough, go ahead and put it in the chat and let me know I'm talking to you. I don't mean to call nobody out, but this is real life. See, what you have to start doing is you have to remove these feelings from your business, from your life, and you can't no longer fear what you need to do, and you just need to do it. The second thing that causes misalignment is knowledge. You do not know what you do not attempt to learn. And then when you don't know something, hold on, when you don't know something, you don't make the effort to try to learn it. You get stuck in your ways. Listen, I got a grandmother who's 89. My mom is, she's 63. My sister is in her 40s. I'm not even going to put her age out there because I think she on here. I've seen stuck in your ways. Being stuck in your ways for your business is not going to help you go to the next level. You have to get out of that. See, being stuck means you're not hiring somebody to help you because you're afraid to let go of your pocketbook. Yep, I said pocketbook. There's a concrete fist around your dollar. See, the thing is, when your fist is like this, nothing can penetrate. See, you think when it's closed, nothing can get out, but guess what? Nothing can get in either. Do you hear what I'm saying? When your fist is like this, nothing can get in either. You are worried about growing and because you got to spend a little money, but you're not going anywhere. You have to remove this feeling that you have that I don't have the knowledge, and you have to adapt a can-do attitude around everything that you do. And then that leads right into the last thing that causes misalignment, and that's money, y'all. You talk yourself out of doing things because you don't have the money. A lot of us are in a survival mindset, a survive mindset, a survive state. But at some point you get tired of watching everybody else get ahead. You feel like you're throwing in the towel most days. If anybody can relate to this, just put a 1 in the chat. You know that you spend your money on other things. I mean, some of us go to Chick-fil-A, to Starbucks. Some of us do stuff that we don't even need to be doing. Yet we talk ourselves out of the things we do need to do. There's been so many people this week that have offered so many amazing things. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm one of those people where I like to see everybody present and figure out who's for me. I'm that person. But then when I know, I'm like, that's my person. But some of y'all will literally rob Peter to pay Paul, and then have John knocking on your door, and then Tim is calling your phone behind some things you don't need, but you won't even do it for the things you do need. You have to learn to thrive, because just surviving is for the birds. God did not make you to just survive. He made you to thrive. In your life, you're not meant to just survive. In my program, I do teach my clients about the break phases. We have the breakout phase, which is everybody feels that way when they first start their business. The breakdown phase is something that happens and then you just hit bottom. And then there's a breakthrough phase. I'm only going to tell you guys about that. This is when you truly understand your people, the product and the service that you're offering. You're confident in the price. I've seen a lot of ladies present this week, and baby, they was confident in their price. Do you hear me? You're confident in your processes that you have in place, your position as an expert in your industry, and you own your platform. You also have let go of the fear of other things being in control or other people being in control. See, what, and I hope y'all don't mind if I say this. Unfortunately, in my community, the Black community, we have this feeling where I can do it all by myself. I don't need nobody's help. When I started business, I said, I need everybody's help. I need a mentor, I need a coach, I need a system, I need a tool, I need something I gotta delegate. Because I found when I was operating, trying to do everything, I couldn't do anything. And then finally, part of that breakthrough phase is just being able to show up for yourself. Now, I'm about to go into the 3 ways you can make money on social media. I just want to know that you're still with me. Can I get a 1 in the chat if you're still with me? Just something. Let me see. I got some 1s. Oh, listen. All right. I had to do that first because here's the thing. If your mind isn't right, if you're not aligned, you won't even be in a position to make money online, period. Okay. So let's jump into it. So my primary platforms is Facebook and Instagram. I do have a digital marketing agency. It's called the 325 Agency. My partner is also in the conference. She'll be speaking tomorrow. She is over LinkedIn. So together we have a triple threat between the platforms. We also are on other platforms, but those are like our home bases, right? Facebook is, believe it or not, is made up of majority men. However, women have the highest engagement on the platform. You also have Instagram, which is made up of majority women, and they have the most engagement on the platform. Now, for Facebook and Instagram, you're going to find a variety of ages, but I find that the majority, when it comes to demographics, because it's important for you to understand your demographics, right? It's important for you to understand your demographics and the platform that works for you for your business. So their age ranges are between 25 to 45. However, in the last 2 years, my 45 plus, my Gen Xers, they've been growing the platform. If anybody's been on TikTok lately and you've seen the retirement home, they are killing it on TikTok. It's grandmas and grandpas killing it on TikTok, all right? And I'm sorry if I drop that on anybody who cannot get off TikTok. You will get lost in the retirement homes page, all right? LinkedIn is their majority of users are 36 to 55 years old, and most of them are career-based. You have a lot of C-suite, that's your CEOs, your CFOs. A lot of them are on there. I see a lot of nonprofits that's on there. The way that you leverage these platforms, each platform has a different optimization standard, okay? Optimization just means effective way to turn leads into sales, all right? In general, you need to follow these guidelines on these 3 platforms. You want to make sure that you have a clear picture. A lot of us, we have pictures like this. We have pictures where we like way in the back like this. We can't barely see your face, what you got going on. You need to have a clear picture. You're smiling, great lighting, and it looks inviting, okay? You also want to make sure you have brand consistency on these platforms. Now, there's 3 things that I teach in my program when it comes to brand consistency. I teach brand strategy, brand identity, and then brand marketing. Now, a lot of you guys may think of branding. Hold on, let me ask y'all a question. How many people got their logo and their fonts and maybe their website before they even had a brand strategy? And if you never heard of brand strategy or even know what a brand strategy is, it's okay. But how many people is like, I got my logo, I got my fonts, I'm good to go, my website is great. Okay, that's your identity. That's your brand identity. That's going to be your visuals. That's what people see when they pull up at your house, okay? But you need a brand strategy. And good for you guys. We've already talked about purpose. That's one of the things you need to identify in your strategy. You need to identify your audience. That's one of the things that we've talked about tonight. You need to do your competitor research, which is one of the things we talked about tonight. And then you just need to figure out what your brand voice and personality is. I'm bright. I like to have fun. I'm about my business. Okay. Let's just be real. I like to have fun, but I'm about my business. But you want to figure out your brand voice and personality and really the message and the story behind your brand. So you want brand consistency. Brand consistency does not mean you have a picture, a video, a picture, a video. It just means there's some consistency within your brand. Then you want to make sure you have a statement that identifies what you do, who you help, and if you got some social proof or not. And then you want to tell people to do something. I call that a call to action. So for instance, on my Instagram page, it says, I help female coaches, consultants, OPS, which is online service providers, OSPs, which is online service providers, monetize their brand, business, and content on and off Facebook and IG. So I basically told you who I help. I am the queen of clarity in 1 day or less. I have to say my clients gave me that name. I didn't coin it myself. I think I have some of my people in the comments right now. I didn't coin that name myself. That's what they gave me. And I just roll with it because I thought it sounded pretty cool. And then I tell people to click the link in my bio or click the link to do something. So you should always want to drive people, and we'll talk about this in a second, drive people to something else off of social media. Understand what your keywords are for your business, okay? Every business has keywords. If I'm an event strategist, events one of my keywords, strategist one of my keywords. If you're a career coach, career is one of your keywords. You want to understand your keywords. Then you want to create engaging content. Somebody's probably like, you told us you was going to tell us how we can make money on social media. I'm trying to set you guys up before you make the money on social media. So I hope you guys are taking notes, okay? So you want to create engaging content. This needs to be problem focused and solution oriented. You do not create content as a content creator, but as a business. You are not a content creator. You are a business owner creating content for your business. There is a difference. A content creator, and I talked about this on live this week. I like to go live on Instagram. I talked about this basically saying, I'm identifying what a problem is. I'm telling you that there's a potential solution. And then I say, here you go, happy, go lucky, have a good day. A business owner is going to say, here's the problem. Here's the solution. Send me a message, book a call, enroll in my program. I'm going to always lead you to my thing. That is how you make sales when you, as a business owner, when you create content on social media that takes them through that. So for my client, they struggle with creating content. They don't understand that they have to create content as a business owner. So I create content that shows them that this is their problem. Then I tell them in my program, we go through this process, which is going to show you how to create content as a business owner. Click the link in my bio to enroll. Send me a DM to discuss the program. So you want to make sure that you're creating content that leads to the sale. And then, of course, you want to make sure you have links. So let's go into some monetization. Number one is platform monetization. Platform monetization. Every platform has a way that you can make money from it. It's like digital real estate. If I was to lease a house, because I'm in the Airbnb space, if I was to lease a house and get permission from the owner to put it on Airbnb, I can make money from that. It's the same type of situation when you're using these social media platforms. You can do it through ads. You can run in-stream ads. You can get subscriptions on Facebook and on Instagram. So people can actually subscribe to your content, to your page, and you can create exclusive content specifically for them, and they'll pay you money for it. Yes, people will pay you money for it. You can do branded content. This means you work with other brands. So you talk about Nike, you got Fashion Nova, you got people, it might not be as big. It could be smaller brands, but you're basically creating content for that brand and you tag them in it and they pay you. You can also get paid through stars or what you can call live badges. So stars is going to be on Facebook. When you're live and you're giving out game, you're giving out value, right? People can send you stars, which equates to money. On Instagram, it's called live badges. People can send you money through the live badges. So as you're giving out game and money, like I could drop my Cash App right now. It's about the same thing. People can send you money as you're speaking to them. You can do paid online events through Facebook. You can schedule an event and host a paid online event. Through your professional dashboard, your content can be monetized. I monetize on Facebook and Instagram. When I post reels, I make money. Yes, it depends on the views, but I make money. I have helped several of my clients get in their professional dashboard so they can monetize as well. And let me tell you guys this right now, and this is Coach Rockett giving y'all some motherly love. It's a difference between being in someone's program and they're teaching you how to get monetized. And then there's another difference between you going and pay somebody to teach you how to get the professional dashboard. Do not do that. I'm telling you right now, do not go out there and pay somebody to teach you how to get your professional dashboard invite so you can be monetized. Don't do that. That's my 2 cents. The next way is through shops. If you're selling a product or you're selling your services, you can set up a shop on Instagram and Facebook, and people can buy directly in the app. I looked up a crazy statistic probably 2 months ago. 77% of people buy when they're on Instagram. That's crazy to me. You can also monetize through Facebook groups. Yes. If you set up a group on Facebook, you can market, nurture, promote in your group. Guess what? Let me tell you how else you can make money in your group. People will then pay, if your group is big enough and you have a wide enough audience, people will pay you to advertise in your group. You can set people up on monthly plans to advertise in the group. You can create specific digital content for them to actually market themselves. That's straight from the group. You can make money in your group. If someone right now has a Facebook group and you don't have it, like you have a good audience, and I like to say 500 or more people in your Facebook group, and you don't have it set up where they can advertise in your group, advertise their business and make some money from that, you're missing out. On LinkedIn, you can use your profile monetization is primarily organic, but through your brand awareness, your influence, using the right optimization strategies, your storytelling, videos, speaking engagements. You can book speaking engagements from LinkedIn. You can host events on LinkedIn. You're building relationships and networking and friendships, and that's all using your content. I mean, content can take you to the next level on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a quality platform. I just want to say that it's a quality platform. It does take some nurturing, but once you get that thing going, you're going to make some money. And then, of course, through community building on LinkedIn. I know I went through those pretty fast, but y'all let me know if you got some value or you learned something new about how to use those 3 platforms to make some money. If you learned something new, just give me a yes in the comments. Give me a yes. I see Tia said yes to Reels because we talked about her Reels monetization a while back. So I'm excited about that. So the next thing, the second way you can make money on social media is digital product monetization. Digital product monetization. This is you using your knowledge and expertise that you already have to create a digital product. This can be an ebook, it can be a course, it can be a checklist, it can be anything. There's so many different things that you can utilize to make money on social media when it comes to digital products. All it takes is for you is to create a digital product, make sure your link is in your bio, create content around it, and promote it. But here's what I'm going to give you guys a plug right now. One thing I heard in this conference this week is that so many of you have a book. Yes, you have a book. I said, you know what? I already got my presentation outlined, but let me tell you 15 different ways you can make money from that physical book right now. Because you can take that book and turn it into 15 different streams of income. A lot of people try to do so many things in their niche, but what you really need to focus on is your one thing and making multiple streams of money from it. So I'm going to tell you how you can turn your physical book into 15 different streams of income. For one, you're making money off the physical book. You can turn that into an ebook. You can turn that into an audio book. You can create a course from that book. It doesn't even have to be a full blown out course. It can be one chapter. Then you can take that into a live coaching program or a group coaching program. You can create a high ticket program. Maybe you're going deeper. Maybe in that high ticket program, you're doing events, you're doing retreats, you're probably meeting with your people. You can take that to a certification program. Yes, in my program, we certify people. Then based off of that book, you can become a keynote speaker. You can come to conferences like this and be a keynote speaker speaking about strategies in that book, but then take it to a whole nother level and create your own conference based off of that book. And people will pay you to speak at your conference. You can then create a mastermind. And masterminds, I like to say they're more intimate. They're more closed. You can create a mastermind. You can take that book and you can go into an anthology. From that anthology, you can create a live event. Then you could go into a podcast, turn that book into a podcast. You can monetize your podcast because YouTube pays you money. YouTube actually pays you very well. You can turn that book into a subscription program. Then based on the strategies in that book, you can go into joint ventures with other people who are aligned with the strategies in that book and who's aligned with you. And then I think I gave y'all 16, 17 ways. And then you can turn it into an affiliate program where now you have people selling the book for you. You have people now selling the ebook, selling the audiobook, selling the coaching program, selling the digital products. It's that easy. Because once you have that in hand, oh, it's an arsenal. I want to make sure everybody got the thing on mute. Thank you. I appreciate you. So once you have your digital product created, you can sell it on social media using organic strategies. And organic is just basically, you're not using any paid strategies, or you can use paid strategies. Paid strategies is using ads, or you can pay some of these pages on Instagram to promote your book. There's so many pages like the Shade Room, there's Hollywood Unlocked, there's smaller pages where they have like advertising and you can pay them to market your stuff for you. There's influencers as well. Those are just some of the paid strategies that you can use. That's digital product monetization. That's a whole, whew. Okay, that's a whole lot off of a digital product. What I'll tell you right now that I know that these ladies are going to do this conference, they're going to package this up and they're going to sell it as a digital product. And I love that about this conference. Do you hear me? Let's go into the third way. Email list monetization. Oh my goodness. Remember I said earlier that social media is like digital real estate? You leasing, you don't own it. If they shut down today, tomorrow, guess what? All your followers are gone. All your followers are gone. Stats show that you get 10% of your followers to actually get on your email list. Yes, 10%. It can be more. I know I have some clients who have pretty much all of their followers on their email list. But you can take the people off of social media and get them onto your email list. My favorite way of doing this is creating a lead magnet. Okay, creating a lead magnet. I got some time. Can I tell y'all how to create a lead magnet real quick? Is that okay with y'all? Because I think some people might not know how to create a lead magnet and some people might overthink this. And I just want to tell you right now, don't overthink a lead magnet. Remember those 15, 16 ways I told you guys that you can create, turn your physical book into other products? you could literally use part of that physical book. You can use that one chapter and you can give that away for free. See, the thing about lead magnets, and this is my beef with it, y'all. Your lead magnet has to be the best thing. It just has to be so good, and you're willing to give it away for free. Because here's the thing, even though you're giving it away for free, it doesn't take away the value that's inside of you and what you offer and everything else that you do. You have to be willing to give away your best thing for free sometimes, because the return on it is way higher. So I like when we work with my clients to put together their lead magnets, I say, we gotta make sure it's good, it's juicy, because you want your people to have a win. All right. You want your people to have a win, and it contains lots of value. You don't want to overpack it. You don't want to overpower it. They need to have a micro transformation in that lead magnet. It needs to also lead to your actual main product or service. A lot of people create lead magnets that have nothing to do with any programs they have. And then when people are like, I love this lead magnet, they're like, I don't have anything for it. Then you are forced to create something because you want to try to get the money, because they're ready to pay for something. And you're in, it becomes a hot mess. Create a lead magnet that leads to an actual product or service that you offer. It also needs to be laser focused. That person should be able to sit down within less than 30 minutes. Yes, I'm putting a time on it. With less than 30 minutes to actually complete it. Now, here's the reality. They're not completing things in 30 minutes. Some people will start it, they'll leave it, start it, go back to whatever. But in all reality, it has to be 30 minutes or less. 30 minutes or less. Now, once you give away this lead magnet, so you have your link in your bio, you have a high converting landing page. High converting means it makes no sense for them not to get this lead magnet. They give you their name and their email. Oh, I got your email. We about to turn up now. Right? Then you have an email funnel system that has about 3 to 5 emails in it. The first one should always be a welcome email. The second one should always be, introducing more of you, why you do it, how you do it, why you start the business. The third one could easily be a review or testimonial about a product or a service you offer, or you can even remind them how that connects to a bigger product or service that you offer. The fourth one definitely should be a review or testimonial, connecting it to the program. And then that fifth one could be a hard sell. I like to even throw in an extra email. If you ever enter my email funnel, mine's is a little bit crazy. You're going to be nurtured for a long time. I like to throw in an extra one that says, hey, is there something I did? Can you tell us why you decided not to invest? Can you book a call with me and tell me why now is not the time for you to change your situation? I get a lot of people on the phone with me, and then I can convert them. You use social media, your content, to promote your lead magnet, to promote people actually clicking the link in your bio, to getting on your email list, and actually nurturing them and promoting to them your product or your service. This is my favorite way to make money. Yes, it does require some work on the back end, but on the front end, it is so profitable. It requires you to put some work in, but man, it is so profitable. I had a client today. We set up her email funnel. Just today, she made sales just today off of one email. She had no funnels, one email, and she made sales. All right, y'all, that's 3 ways to make money on social media. Okay, I'm going to go into my tools, but I need to know, are y'all still here with me? Did y'all learn something? Are you ready to make some money on social media? Do you feel like you have something in you that, yes, I can do this today? I can do it today? Yes. Okay. Oh, I love it. I love the energy in the chat. Listen, y'all don't know I'm a social, well, if you know, I'm a social butterfly. So when I see the chat blowing up, I start I'm getting my feelings a little bit. I'm like, yes. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you. So let me tell you guys about some of the tools that I use. All right. The number one tool that I use is going to be prayer. I pray over my business, y'all. Okay, I don't know what y'all do. I pray over my business. I pray for my friends. I pray for my family. Prayer is my number one tool. It is the most important tool that you will have in your arsenal. Your relationship with God is super important. It's super important because when you got God in your pockets will overflow. You'll be like, oh, I got so much money. I don't know what to do. So prayer. My system that I utilize is Kajabi. It is an all-in-one system. It is a little bit on the expensive side. There's other systems like Thinkific, Samcart, but I am a Kajabi expert. So that means I know how to set up websites, digital products, all that good stuff in Kajabi. I also have a calendar system. You can use Acuity or Calendly. Calendly is probably the more affordable one, and it's also the more popular one. Canva is my everything. If you're not using Canva, I don't know what's wrong with you. I love y'all, but Canva is everything. I use it for everything. I could literally design a website in Canva. I have video tools that I use. CapCut, which is my favorite one for reels, for short form videos. I also use it for long form videos. I recently did a video for Sigma Gamma Rho, and I did it all in CapCut. Okay. QuickTime is what I use on my computer, but I also use Zoom as well. Facebook Business Suite or Meta Business Suite. Let me ask you guys this question. When you need to post content on social media, who's scheduling it? If you're scheduling it, put a 1. If you post on the go, put a 2. I just need to know. Let me see. I'm gonna hide for a second. I see a 2. I saw 1. 1, you got it scheduled. 2, you post on the go. Okay. I see both. Okay, I see a good mix. I see a good mix. Okay, thank you. So listen, Facebook Business Suite or Meta Business Suite is a free tool to you if you have a business page, a Facebook business page. You can schedule your content. You can schedule reels. You can schedule your posts. You can schedule your content. You can even go live from Meta Business Suite. There is no reason going into 2023 that you guys will be, oh, I'm stressed out. I didn't post today. You need to be scheduling your content. If you have a VA or if you have an assistant that does your social media management, they can schedule your content there too. Now, there's other tools like paid ones like Planoly and Later that you can use. But going into 2023, we do not need to be stressing over, am I going to post content for my business? You need to make sure that you're using a tool to automatically post content for your business. I do use Typeform. Typeform allows me to do applications for my program. It allows me to do lead generation for my programs, also just for anything that I have going on, as well as for my clients. And then ManyChat. ManyChat is somebody on, has anybody ever read a post and they're like, send me the word power, or send me the word book, and you send them a DM, and then the next thing you know, they send you a message back. That's what ManyChat is. ManyChat is a funnel in itself, and I highly recommend it to anybody. It's like 15, 16 bucks a month. You need ManyChat. I'm just going to put it out there. All right. You can also do that for free in Meta Business Suite. You can set up some automatic responses. You can do it on Facebook Business Suite, or you can do it on Instagram as well. But I love ManyChat. I use some other tools, and I'm just going to share these with you really quickly. Google Drive. I have a social media calendar that I use and share in my programs. You always want to track your key performance indicators. That basically tells you if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I use Copy AI or Jasper, Jasper. Listen, Jasper is my boo. He just don't know it. I know it's AI, but he's my boo. It's really to help with product descriptions, service descriptions, web page descriptions. It's the copy. It helps you write the copy. And me being a certified copywriter, it really helps to have that tool in my back pocket when I'm having those brain block days. All right. And then of course I hire people. I have an assistant and a VA. If I need to hire somebody one off, I go to Fiverr or Upwork. You can go there to hire somebody. All right. Now I want to go ahead and open it up for questions, because I've talked about a lot of stuff. You guys are tapped in, you're super engaged. I want to go ahead and open it up for questions before I tell you how you can work with me. All right. So raise your hand. The best way to do this is to raise your hand. We got a lot of engagement in the chat, so I may have missed some questions. If you did ask any questions, feel free to ask your questions again, but raise your hand if you have any questions for me, and let's chat if you do.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
Okay, you mentioned right before mini chat another software tool, and I didn't catch it. You said QuickTime,
Yes.
CapCut, QuickTime, Zoom.
So the video tools was CapCut, and that's CAPCUT.
Yeah, I found it. I already signed up. Keep going.
Okay,
What else you got?
awesome. And that one's free, y'all. It's free. Typeform,
Typeform.
TYPEFORM. Typeform is just basically surveys. It's really helpful in your business, especially if you're trying to, I like using Typeform to qualify people for my program. It allows me to ask them some questions, and at the end of Typeform, based on their questions, it spits out you qualify or you don't qualify. And if you don't qualify, it gives them a path that they can take. And if they do, then it gives them a path that they can take too. So I love Typeform for that. I see Lisa has her hand up.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I have several Facebook pages that I made, quote unquote, years ago, not knowing what I was doing when I was making all these pages. So I have like my my main account, okay? But then I have other pages that I had made at one point when I was a part of a network marketing company. Now, since then, I've sort of moved out of the network marketing realm, and I've done a couple of anthologies, and I also have come together and put together my own quote unquote system that I'm trying to teach women on. So I'm in the midst of just really getting my own platform together. But basically what I'm trying to find out is, how do I clean up my Facebook? Because like I said, it was years ago, and whatever I did, every time I go to try to purchase ads, I can't purchase ads and things of that nature. And I really need to get my whole social media accounts cleaned up. And I didn't know if there was like someone that I could reach out to at Facebook to get it cleaned up, because every time I've tried, I've hit brick walls, and I feel like that's really hindering my business, because I got all these pages that I don't even use or utilize, and I'm trying to still build my platform.
That is a really great question. And I'm gonna answer it exactly how I would tell any of my clients or anyone asking me this question. If you are being blocked from like running ads, you would have to go through Facebook. The easiest way to do it, because Facebook doesn't really have a way you can call them. That's also one of the things I do. I sit in some of the Meta meetings that they have monthly. They don't have a way that you can call them. You have to go through like email, or if there's a chat available, you have to do that. So my suggestion is always to just start a new page. And then here's the other reason why you want to start a new page. Those old people may not be your new people. And if they're not your new people, all they're going to do is tank your engagement. Engagement is super important because it means that it's going to allow new people to see your content, and they're going to tank your engagement, and they're not going to buy from you. So I would suggest to start a new page, and you can delete those other Facebook pages. You can actually deactivate them as well. Does that answer your question?
Pretty much, yes. I didn't know that I could delete them, so that's good to know. Basically, because I literally just did an anthology that came out this week, for Black Friday. So I'm excited because I've already hit #1 on Amazon.com. So I'm really excited about that. But I have some things that I need to tweak, and in order to get the correct engagement, to get eyes on my information and on my books, and on my platform. So I'm just really trying to get myself out there even more.
Right.
But I'm glad, I'm glad you're here, because I definitely would like to sync up with you. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. You're in, first off, congratulations. Is blowing up in the chat. Congratulations to you.
Thank
That is a
you.
huge accomplishment.
Thank you,
Definitely
everyone.
send me a message as well, because we can definitely help you with that in our agency. If it's more so about just marketing side of things, we
Mhm.
can definitely help you with that in the agency side.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, everyone.
Absolutely. All right, Sharon has her hand up. You have a question.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, yes. I'd just like to first give you your flowers. Awesome, awesome, amazing job.
Thank
And
you.
when I say you shared a lot of information, and I totally apologize, but I've kind of been like in and out. It's like, oh my God. So my question is this, I see it's being recorded, but will the
Mhm.
recording be available? Because like I said, you really spit out a lot of information and it was good
I can
content.
answer that.
Okay, thank you.
We have a VIP ticket.
Okay.
And it's $49, but you can get it 59, half off. It's $25. You can
Okay.
get it on the page on our success website. Rita, can you drop that link in there?
Please do. Please, yes.
It's in the chat right now. Go ahead and get that. And not only will you get this session, you'll get all of the coaching sessions. And you also will receive all of the presentations that are going to be running all day tomorrow.
Okay.
Also receive the Re-Emergence Success Women's Conference Journal. And you will have access to the post-conference night with the directors. So $25, y'all.
Oh yeah, I definitely gonna jump on it.
All right.
Definitely gonna get it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for that. And like I said, even the Queen before, awesome, awesome, amazing job. So again, thank you ladies for what you do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I see Liliana, Lillian has her hand up, and then I think is that the last one? Or if anybody else has questions, make sure you raise your hand before I tell you guys how you can work with me and my team.
Hi, you can hear me okay, I think.
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. So I have several businesses, and I first of all, again, likewise, give you your flowers. Amazing presentation, and as kind of a social media nut, in my circle, I mean, like I love social media, but sometimes I am personally kind of, like, okay, today's a bad hair day kind of thing. But my question is, I have multiple businesses, and they're different, yet I kind of feel like they're all the character. You spoke about the personality behind your brand. All of my brands, I mean, the personality is really me. Informational, very straightforward, but it's the difference of, one page being a real estate agent and having to constantly market on there, and another one being a women's boutique, and I have been told that it can be confusing because, like, I have one main page and then I branch out into several business pages, and I always tag my businesses or vice versa. My main page, which is my personal page, has more of a following because people know me. So I'm not sure if that's good, bad. Should I clean it up? Should I get rid of something? Should I not use my personal page?
So that's a really great question. And I'm going to tell you guys like this: if people are confused, they don't know if they should buy. So you should definitely have separate pages if it's separate businesses, because that's going to lead people to the sale faster. So if you're real estate and a boutique are two different things, you definitely want to have separate pages for that. And then of course, if it does align, then you can have one page. Your personal page, here's the thing about our personal pages, y'all. We have family, we have friends that probably will never buy from us. They probably won't even ever share a post that we have. So it's really important to understand that the people on your personal page is not always going to be your ideal client, your ideal buyer. So you do want to have some separation in your business. So hopefully that answers your question. And if you need any assistance with managing those pages, we definitely have a team that can help you with that too on the digital marketing side.
Thank you so much. It actually did, because you are absolutely right. Most of the people I know on my personal page, and yeah, they're not buyers. So thanks.
Exactly. So I have Neosha. I think that's how you say your name. That's the last question that we're going to take. And then I'm going to go into how you guys can work with me and my team.
You did say it correctly. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Obviously, I agree with everyone. Great session. Thanks so much. And you look great. Love all the sparkles.
Thank
Um,
you.
so I'm a business strategist and I have a client who has been doing some industry specific interviews on Instagram. And we're
Mhm.
trying to convert that content to be posted onto YouTube. And I wonder what your like recommendation would be, to kind of lead that process.
That's a great question. So I'll just tell you my own personal experience and you tell me if that kind of lines up. I do lives on Instagram and sometimes my lives can be 60 minutes, 30 minutes, but they're always packed with value. So what I'll do is I keep them up for 24 to 48 hours so my followers can, watch it, get the information. I take it down and then I put it either inside of my vault where I will sell it, or I'll add it to my private YouTube channel. And then you can also use that potentially for like a podcast or whatever you're doing on YouTube. I use igram.io. This helps you download your videos. I'm going to drop it in the chat. igram.io. Oh, somebody sent me a personal message. Hold on, y'all. This will help you download the videos from Instagram, and then you can use that to save it and upload it to like YouTube and things like that. And then of course you can market from YouTube. You can promote from YouTube those videos. It'll also help drive traffic to your YouTube channel by saying, hey guys, if it's only going to be up for 24 hours, so make sure you catch it here, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Excellent. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and share my offer with you so you can find out how you can work with me. First and foremost, I just want to show you guys just a couple of testimonials because there's always some mindset blocks behind how can I truly make money on social media. This is my client, Tyra. I think as of today, she has like 870 followers. She has less than 1,000 followers, and she had a $5,000 month when she launched her first digital product. So it doesn't take a lot of followers to do the thing that you need to do. I also have a client, Bree. She's like me. She basically has a bunch of businesses. She does a bunch of things, but it was very important for her to actually get clear on her niche and who her target audience is so she can actually target people. So she's been able to serve people more confidently after being able to do that. Ashley, one of my clients that came to me, she's doing amazing in our program. She doesn't like to go live. She doesn't like to share a lot about herself. But one of the things she has been able to do is make sales for her business. And that's the most important thing. As a mompreneur, that's important to her because she's a single mom. And then I have several clients that I've worked with, different clients. They look all different kinds of ways. I won't play any of the videos, of course, because we don't have time, but you can always go to rockyourcontentacademy.com to watch these testimonials and also to see other testimonials that you may not have seen here today. Now, how can you work with me? There are two ways that you can work with me. So one, you can work with me in my 90-day Accelerator Platinum program. This is a program that is done with you. Basically, I'm holding your hand through the branding, through the content, through the sales strategy, really teaching you how to close on calls as a coach or a consultant. If you have products, even how to market your business. We talk about email marketing, website optimization. Yes, there's a lot of value inside of this program. I have several templates and resources that I've accumulated over the last few years that I share with my clients, as well as a private Voxer community. Now, if you pay in full, you do get a bonus. I've been on several podcasts and have done several online publications. Those who pay in full will get 60 podcasts. You can reach out to them. Some of them, majority of these podcasts are free to get on, and majority of these online publications are free. It's 60/60, so that's 120. You're also going to get a free ticket to my Deeper Than Content live mastermind in March, as well as your strategies for your video marketing. And my coach, my ads coach, has committed to training those who commit to the 90-day accelerator on how to use Facebook and Instagram ads as well. Now, because I know that this can be a lot in 90 days, I'm actually going to also add in an extra month. This program, I easily charge $10K for, but because this is success, It's only $49.97. There is a deposit that is due to hold your spot. And I do only have 10 spots available in this program. All right. The next offer for you guys, this one, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I have never offered this for this ever. Whew. When I was talking about this with Kern, she was like, how much? So this is basically the Platinum Max. It's everything that's in the Platinum program, but we're doing it for you. We're going to create your website, your branding assets, your funnels, your emails. You're also going to be LinkedIn certified and trained, so that way you can maximize all 3 platforms. You'll still be able to have coaching sessions with us. You get your free ticket to my Deeper Than Content Mastermind. And then, of course, the paid in full bonuses, you'll still get the podcast and online publications, the IG reels, the audits, as well as the ads training. This is a $25,000 program. Because this is success, I have the price is $99.97. If you pay in full, you'll get the bonuses. And then, of course, there is a deposit that is required to hold your spot. We have 10 spots available for this. This is a high touch program. I'm going to stop sharing because I know the ladies might come back on. It's a high touch program. So if you are serious, and I do mean serious, then this is the program for you, because it is truly going to get you set up for your business for 2023. We're not playing any games. I know we had some fun tonight. I know I got my nice outfit on, but here's what I am very serious about. I'm serious about business. And I'm serious about helping other women be successful at their business. So listen, if you guys are ready, go ahead. If you're like, I need a payment plan, that's fine too. We can work out the payment plan. The most important thing is that you take this opportunity to go to the next level. I'm Coach Rocky.